what your writing working setup is, whether you use some kind of computer program or if you have a piano in front of you.
I use a
Well,
piece of paper and a pen. You?
You know, I still use paper and pen, and the reason that I still use it is when Finale and Sibelius came out, I said, I've got to get with it. I'm going to learn how to do this. And I did. I mastered Finale. Sibelius was easier, but I mastered it. But I discovered that when I had a string line, I'm listening to the rehearsal tape for this thing. When I had a string line and I'm writing the string line from a keyboard, I'm saying, this is the keyboard imitating strings. And that's what my fingers are doing. And I realized when I sit down with the pencil in my hand and I'm listening to it, I have a line that's coming into my head and the paper's there. And I start, the line goes from listening here, it goes through here, it goes through my heart, crosses my chest and comes down my arm out into the pencil lead, and I can't write it fast enough. And it's different from anything that I would write by just simply playing.
Amen.
I think we have all the same experience. I couldn't have described the process better.
Yeah.
I do use a computer though, but yeah, I know what you're speaking of in terms of like where you feel it and you go, and that's amazing. Yeah.
Sometimes I like to play through the song on the piano and I find myself singing a counter line and I'll make a note of it. Other times, and I don't know whether it's a stylistic thing, one song to the next, but sometimes I don't even go near the piano. You know, I just, if I immediately know the style, if I know the bag I'm in, and it's clear, but the last thing I do, I'm going to stay far away from the computer other than printing out a layout. I print down blank music stabs with the vocal printed in.
I keep this in my nightstand when I go to bed. And when I can't sleep and I'm thinking of what to do with a number and the line comes to me, I reach over, I press record and I sing it.
Yes.
And then I put this down and go on to sleep and I listen to it in the morning. And either I say, that's great or that sucks.
But that's exactly it. Like I try to sing all the lines. Like that's where it comes from for me. Like I try to make every lick and every answer, every counter line, something that feels vocal and has melody and has purpose to it. So yeah, the singing thing is a big thing for me as well.
When I was working on She Loves Me, as I often do, if something occurs to me way ahead of the time I'm going to work on a number, it doesn't happen often, but if I think of a counterpoint or a chord change, I'll make a note of it and I'll file it with the piece. But when I start working on whatever number, I don't look at that. I see what fresh ideas I have, and then I look at the scrap afterwards. It so happened that in She Loves Me, on the title song, after I finished sketching out a whole version, I said, I'm going to just peek at what I had some idea a month ago, and I had totally forgotten that I discovered that his other song, Tonight at 8, fit as a counterpoint to so I left it for the final verse and I combined the two themes together.